So let's get back to some Final Fantasy IX. When we left off, we had the ceremony of sorts between Zidane and Garnet and Vivi and Quina, and then we left and found a thief who was named Eiko, and the thief had a friend, a Moogle friend named Mog, and now we are following them back to their home. I think I'm missing one stone, because I have the blue and the red. I think there is probably like a yellow, or maybe a green. Oh yeah, and the thief Eiko can use summon magic. She can summon Eidolons, which is something so far we only know that Garnet can do. In fact, it's so important that Garnet can do it that the Queen had the Eidolons extracted from Garnet, and has basically been using them as nukes. So I'm refraining from using any summons because actually, why not? They use a lot of MP and the animations can take additional time. Yeah, like I totally wiped out Eiko's MP. Oh, that was the full animation, I think. I mean, it did more damage. I'm slowly gaining a lot of gil, up to 48,000, I believe. And there's the Ifa tree, also known as the Sanctuary. What the? Oh, I didn't use the ether on... Oh, no, I did use the ether on Eiko. And what are we... Ooh, this thing. Big strappy dude. So its name is Hilgagars. That is a bad translation of Hilgigus. Now, what does Hilgagars have for us? I should slow. Ooh, attack Zidane. Couldn't steal. Oh, Kuro is probably overkill. Oh yeah, Kuro is definitely overkill. Well, I'm in the back row, and you miss. Oops, I did not want to do that. I was intending to steal. What? You can't use Kiraga. Oh, is that gonna do like 800? What? That's cheating. A Mithril Fork. I'm gonna look up Hildegarde. Hildegarde. What does it have? It has 8,000 health. It has a very rare chance to drop a flute for Eiko, but that's not worth it. Earthquake. Oh fuck, BB's gonna waste a trance on focus. Okay, I got the Phoenix down. There's a chance I could still steal the Fairy Flute, but I don't think it's worth it. There we go. The Hill Gigas is down. Ooh, that's a lot of abilities learned. Up to 50,000 gil. That big monster just shows up from time to time. I usually just run away. But you're a pretty good fighter, Eiko. Thanks. Hey, how come you can summon Eidolons, Eiko? I thought you could too, Dagger. Well, not usually. Hey, have you always been able to do that? Of course, my grandpa and everyone else did it all the time. What do you mean? Hey, that's not the way to my house, that's the way to the Ifa tree. This way to my place. I was only looking at the mountains. The Aoife tree? I thought it was called Sanctuary. Huh? Oh, that's what the dwarves call it. Everyone else calls it the Aoife tree. The Aoife tree? Let's go! Okay. So now... actually... Okay, so now there's a Dawn. That's Undead Killer and that's Body Temp. Nope. Nope. That's everything. Are there any more abilities? Ooh, level up. Level up could be very good. And then High Tide. Let's just do level up. Anything else for Vivi? Ooh, there were a couple things. We have High Tide. Sapphire. Ooh, that's for Fenrir. Okay. And Eiko still has a lot to learn. Ooh, Protect. Yes. She's like the support white mage. Okay, and I'm gonna go... is that a one-way path? I think it may be a one-way path. It's an Oshu, right? Yeah. Or an Ochu. Probably Ochu. Bio antibody, cure. Okay, well, since I don't think I can go back up the mountain path. Oh, I can. Okay. So let's just run back and deposit this stone. I forget what this does for me. I'm missing a stone. Oh, is there also a green stone or something? I feel like a switch is going to trigger. Oh no! It slowed Eiko. Whatever am I gonna do? Oh, why did I even summon? Oh, that looks like full animation. Yup. I think there's also an item later in the game, or an ability, that makes it so you always get the full-length animation for the full fat damage. Oh wow, that did a lot. So I'm missing, I think, the green stone. Where do I get the green stone? And does this lead to the world? Sure, I'll summon. Oh, turns out the green stone is a little bit ahead. Solution. And here is the green stone. Oh, lost signal for a sec. There we go. I do not know why that happens. I also do not know where the collision for the for this part of the mountain path lies. I'm just gonna flee. Oh no, 84 gil. Nice nominal fee. It's so wonky. There we go. Okay, so we're back on this. So we head back across these two screens, insert the green stone, and then so I've been thinking in my head about my thoughts on random battles, and I think I'm not against them. I think places where you have this level of backtracking, or let me rephrase that. I think instances like this where there's a level of backtracking or yeah, get really annoying if you have random encounters in your game. Because if you want to go from point A to if you go from point A to point B, and then back to point A, you it can get pretty tedious if you're having to run through battles on your trip to from B back to A and then back to B. You know, I think if you're not doing any backtracking, I think random encounters are fine because they end up basically being the level you should be at. But if you're doing any amount of backtracking, random encounters can make that whole process significantly more tedious than it needs to be. And now in this, I know in this age that was random encounters were the style, and they didn't want to waste their polygon budget on possibly just having wandering monsters. I'll just kill this thing. Oh, I guess I have something that absorbs ice damage. So easy. Oh, I should see what the Moonstone does. Has she learned? Oh, it just teaches Shell. Can Garnet learn it? Oh, Garnet already knows it, but yes. So the only person who's still learning anything, I guess Vivi and Eiko. Eiko has a lot to learn. Yeah, I'll tent. And sure, I'll save now that I'm outside of the mountain path. Are there chocobo tracks over here? I don't think so. Oh, and here we go. What is this called? Madain Suri? Zidane, this is my home. This is my home, Madain Suri. You live here? It's a pile of rubble. Dagger? What happened here? This place is in ruins. Madain Suri, village of the lost summoners. Kupo, Kupo, Kupo! Mocha, Moko, Kimono, or Chimomo, Kupo, Kupo. Momatos. Where's Mog? No, Mog got eaten? Mog! Oh, there Mog is. Kupo? Kupo? No, I'm not mad. But don't ever leave me behind again, okay? Kupo, Kupo. Good. Zidane, follow me. That's a lot of Moogles. Get to work, you guys. Kupo, yes ma'am. Mog, you stay here with me. Kupo. Okay, come on. Kupo. Did that Moogle go inside your dress? Yup, Mug always stays with me. Kupo. Zidane, come sit over here. Hey, tell me more about yourself. Tell me. Sure, I want to know more about you too, Eiko. Really? For instance, to Eidolon. Where are you from? How old are you? What do you do? Where are you going? No, what I want to know is, what kind of foods do you like? What kind of Eidolons do you like? What kind of Moogles do you like? What type of girls do you like? I've never met anyone like you before. Dagger? What's wrong? You look dazed. Oh, it's nothing. Huh. Do you have a fever? Ah. You're fine. Hey, are you jealous? Why would I be jealous? Are you and Dagger really just friends? Seems like you guys are something more. Well, yeah, we're more than friends. So, what are you guys? We're a team. A team? Yeah. BB's also part of the... Hey, where'd he go? Is it sort of like me and the Moogles? Something like that. All clean, Kupo. Thanks, Mocha. I'll be right there. I'm gonna start cooking. You have to come eat at my place later, okay? There's still stuff I want to ask her. Let's accept her invitation. Okay. I'll call you when the food's ready. Don't go too far. Isn't there something in this fountain? Yeah. I'm a little tired. Vivi's feelings. Mr. 288 told me that I understand what it means to live and to die. But it's only because I thought stopping was different from dying. I don't think I really understand what it means to live and to die. Where do we come from? Do we go back there when we die? If that's what it means to live, I wonder where I came from. Where will I end up when I die? Why am I shaking? What is it that I'm feeling? Dagger's feelings. A village of summoners. I read about them in a book once. A tribe that possesses the power to call forth Eidolons. Eidolons. Knowing that I had Eidolons inside me didn't bring me any joy. Mother imprisoned me, used the Eidolons she stole from me as tools of war. I thought I would kill my Eidolons if Kuja was going to use them for war. But now that they're gone, I feel like I've lost a piece of myself. Why am I thinking all this now? It must be the location. This place feels so familiar to me somehow. This is a restricted area. Restricted? What's that then? Kupo? Oh, Queena! Zidane, this place only rocks and sand. I eat star sand once, but sand here, not food. Water look clean. Squee! Hey, don't take it so hard. They're a special case. Okay, good old Queena. Also, there are chests on the top half of the screen. Jeez, what a dump. It must have been like this for at least 10 years. What can Eiko possibly feed us? Oh, Eiko's feelings. I think this is minigame time. Thanks for cleaning. You guys did a great job. A clean house worthy of hosting my hero, Zidane. But here's where the real challenge begins. I don't think Zidane and Dagger are dating yet. Dagger has been slow to catch on to Zidane's moves. That means there's plenty of time for me to get between them. Aw, little home wrecker. I'm gonna cook lots of yummy food and show Zidane what a good homemaker I am. Kupo, it might work if you cook good food. But Eiko screws up a lot when she cooks. We don't have much food in stock right now. I know. That's why I can't screw up. You're all gonna help me. No! Kupopo! Kupo, I'm sleepy. You're all gonna help! I'm gonna cook my specialty, rock-fisted potato stew. Kupo, yeah, that's delicious. But the last one you made tasted so bad I thought my pom-pom would fall off. Just stew? Yeah, I think I need another dish. What do you guys think? Kupo, how about some fish? Fresh fish tastes great barbecued. Ooh. That sounds good. Okay, our menu is rock-fisted potato stew and barbecued fish. Let's see. We should go fishing. Go, Chimomo, Kupo. Go, Mocha. Kupo. Momatos, you help me in the kitchen. Kupo. I have no idea. There's a right solution to this, but I have no idea at all. Grandpa, I don't want to be alone anymore. Help me do this right. Oh. Wait, how did... Well, whoa, there's a chest there. I feel so anxious. Dagger does not want to play cards. Vivi. What's up? Is something wrong? Oh, it's nothing. I was just thinking. Well, try not to think too much. Get some rest. Okay. Thanks, Adon. Kupo, please wait. Thank you for waiting. Lady Eiko says the food will be ready soon. I'll take you to the Eidolon wall in the meantime. Please, follow me. Eiko's kitchen. Let's see how the cooking is coming. How many people do I need to cook for? There's me and Zidane. There's that quiet boy, Vivi. I guess I should cook for Dagger, too. All you guys. Mog, Moko, Mocha, Chimomo, Momatos, Morrison. That's 6 Moogles. Will you put water on for all the people I listed? I'll get the ingredients. So 6 plus Eiko, Zidane, Vivi, Dagger, and Queena. That's 11. Potato, potato, pumpkin bomb, lots and lots of nuts. Should I put in the oglop I found? No. Thanks. Yeah, don't put in the oglop. Get the water going, a good salt shake, or shake of salt. Potato, potato, pumpkin bomb, another shake of salt. Lots and lots of nuts. I caught one, Kupo. It's heavy, Kupo. Keep stirring, Momatos. Don't let it burn. This is big. We'll pull it together on 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. Oh, and they caught a Queena. Queena should know how to cook. They are a gourmand, or training to be a gourmand. Moko was very proud of his role as the Eidolon Wall guard. Eiko's decision to show the Eidolon Wall to outsiders upset him, but we Moogles love Eiko. He'll understand in time. Why does the mall need protection? The Eidolon Wall has been protected by Eiko's summoner tribe for generations. Summoner tribe? I'm gonna get Dagger. She can use summon magic. Is that true? Yeah, it's strange. So far, Dagger is the only person who's been able to use summon magic. And now there's this apparent village of people. Hey, Dagger, come with me. I'll show you something big. Summon magic stuff. Summon magic? Yeah, it's called the Eidolon Wall. Oh, what's this Moogle have to say? Eiko and her people protected the Eidolon Wall for generations. We Moogles also help Eiko protect the Eidolon Wall. Don't mess it up. Where are all the other people of her tribe? I can't tell you. I think they're dead. And that's why this place is in ruins. Please, come in. The Eidolon wall is this way. The Eidolon wall is a collection of paintings. The Summoner tribe painted all the Eidolons they found during their research. These Eidolons all exist? Kupo. This is a holy place for the Summoner tribe. Lady Eiko comes here every day to pray and burn incense for her ancestors. What's this one? There's Atomos. That's Bahamut. What's wrong, Dagger? You'll get it back. I want to look at the mural some more. Okay. The Summoner tribe honors nature. They named this world Gaia. They considered the Eidolons guardians of this planet. They attempted to become one with nature through their summon magic research. The tribe migrated to this location 500 years ago, but now it's all gone. I don't know most of these Eidolons. Active time event, Eiko's Kitchen 2. Your bait not so good. Pale, white hair, strange clothes. Zidane told me about you. You're Kuja! Zidane looked for a man named Kuja. I call Queena. Oh! You chased Mog on the Konpeti mountain path. I'm Eiko. Mog, don't ever come around while they're around. Kupo. Smell good. Don't eat anything. The heat too low. You can cook? It is my destiny to pursue way of gourmand. Ask Queena for this must be a helper from above. Ask Queena for advice. I know how many people live in this village. Is Zidane's group, the Mughals, and me make 11 people. Is good amount. This heat only strong enough to make food for 9 people. Was not possible to make enough for everyone. No! I teach you a very important lesson in cooking. Always make more than you need. Maybe more people show up. Maybe your guest's very hungry. You correct to make food for more than 10 people. Yeah! This your only ingredient for stew? Moko went to dig up some rock-fisted potatoes. Is problem now with heat. How we get more heat. Ah, I know. I know Black Mage. I ask him make fire. I'm gonna stay here and think about it some more. Kupo! Kupopo! Wow, this looks great. Kupopopopo! Welcome, Zidane. Have a seat. You made all this by yourself? What's his name? Queena? Oh. They helped me. They helped you without eating all the food? Amazing. Vivi too. Hehehe. Let's eat. How is it? Wow, the stew tastes amazing. You should start a restaurant. The fish is just right. Hey Eiko, where are all the other summoners? Are they hiding underground or something? Underground? Yeah. They're all underground, sleeping the eternal sleep. What? I'm the last survivor of my tribe. I've been living with Muggles ever since my grandpa died last year. I'm sorry. Don't worry about me. I'm really happy here. Kupo, Kupo! 10 years ago, which is 4 years before I was born, a natural disaster struck the village. Even the survivors suffered a great deal. But my mom and dad fell in love and had a family. Not that I remember what they looked like because they died when I was very young. I see. I've been told that when I turn 16 and my body builds a resistance to summon magic, I can leave the village with any Eidolon I want. That's only a short time away, just like the small difference between our ages, Zidane. So she is, what, 6? And Zidane is at least 16, probably closer to like 18. Yeah. But you already know how to use summon magic, Eiko. Well, a summoner can't choose her Eidolon until she has come of age. That's why I can't choose an Eidolon or leave the village until I turn 16. And we just keep training until then. How do you train? How? Oh, it's our horn. We use our horns to communicate with Eidolons. How do you communicate without a horn, Dagger? I'm like a beautiful young heroine in turmoil, don't you think? Huh? You know why I'm here in this village? It was to meet you, Zidane, my beautiful shining star. That's a line from Lord Avon's play, Wishing Upon a Star. How did you know? Darn it! How does Eiko know about that play? This place is far from the Mist Continent. Thank you. Thanks, Eiko. That was really good. See? Don't you want to eat my food every day? Maybe. Hey, there's some other stuff I want to ask you. Maybe? That's so rude of you. So Don, help me clear the table. Bring the pot over to the kitchen. Received ore. Phoenix Pinion. There are so many old books here. I think this one is Lord Avon's Wishing Upon a Star. Can you believe this? This is the first edition. I've only ever seen one at the castle library. Why does she own books that are more than 500 years old? There must be some connection between the royal family and the summoner tribe. I forget the details, to be frank. So it wasn't just Dagger. Zidane is really slow too. Those two are going nowhere fast. Well, this is good news for me. Is there something on my face? Thanks, Zidane. Could you leave it there? Hey, Eiko, do you know anything about the Aoife tree? What about the Aoife tree? We want to go there. It's sealed with an Eidolon. You can't get in. Sealed? Did you seal it, Eiko? Well... So he's sharp about certain things. It all happened before I was born, but they sealed an Eidolon that we failed to summon in the Aoife. It all happened before I was born, but they sealed an Eidolon that we failed to summon in the Aoife tree. It's our custom to seal failed Eidolon where we summon it. An Eidolon you failed to summon? But we use the power of another Eidolon to seal it. Do you understand what that means? That means the sealed Eidolon was so powerful that they needed another one to trap it inside. Sealed with the power of another Eidolon, huh? Will you break the seal for us? What? No way! It's not like we're gonna do anything bad. Well, I'm sure we can handle it on our own. No way, are you crazy? You won't do it? No. Okay. This person keeps telling me to catch more fish, Kupo. So Don and I make great discovery. These fish different from Mist Continent fish. Catch another one. Catch another one. I don't think there are any books on summoning. Yeah, let's sleep. Is this when we get the scene with Zidane and Vivi? Yeah. Vivi. You better get some sleep before we leave tomorrow. I tried to stop worrying about things, but I just can't. I know you told me not to think too much, but that's because we're different, Vivi. You don't have to do everything my way, you know? I want to stop. I don't want to feel like this anymore. What if I keep feeling like this? Vivi. Well, in the end, it boils down to two simple choices. Either you do or you don't. You'd think with all the problems in this world, there'd be more answers. It's not fair, but that's the way things are. The choice is yours. Zidane. I just want to protect the people I'm with. Doesn't matter whether I can or not. It's what I believe in. I knew it. I was right. Zidane is the man for me. He's right. Either you do or you don't. My choice is clear. I want to go with Zidane. You want to know a trick to get your mind off things? Okay. There's an age-old ritual between male friends. Uh-huh. Come over here, Vivi. Let's go together. Doesn't it feel nice to let yourself go under the stars? Tinkle. Tinkle, tinkle. Tinkle, 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 tinkle. Tinkle, tinkle. The age-old ritual of bonding over peeing off a cliff. Zidane, I want to come back here. When I first saw the Eidolon wall, I was scared. You know, I actually don't know if I've, like... You know, I probably have. Like, I don't know, but I don't know if it's been off a cliff. But when I went inside and saw the murals, they called me. I want to see more. Sure, we'll come back after we check out the Ifa tree. Thank you. We gotta come back quick and get Quina anyway. We can't just leave him here. Are you coming back here for Eiko? Eiko's only 6 years old. She acts tough, but I think she's lonely. I haven't seen her today. Oh, there she is. You're right. Kupo, Kupo. Eiko. Teehee. You can't break the seal of the Ifa tree without calling an Eidolon. You're coming with us? Don't you want me to? Of course I want you to come along. That's what I thought. Okay, I'll join your team for a while. Vivi, Dagger, let's have fun. The Ifa tree is beyond the Kondapeti mountain path. Let's go! Why are you so nice to everyone, Zidane? Huh? What do you mean by that? Forget I asked. I think she was mad. You think so too? Please look after Lady Eiko. Come see us if there is any trouble. Sure thing. Vivi, have you figured out a solution to your problem? Not really. But I'm moving on. Good. So my question is... Nope, cannot change the party. And I don't think I'll be able to change it inside the Ifa tree. So I think those are not... Yeah, I don't think I can put Queen in my party at the moment. Which means those things inside the Ifa tree are not edible. Actually, they are not eatable. They are edible, but I cannot eat them. Or would it be? I feel like edible has the sense of like you're able to eat them, but it's more about like the inherent quality, whereas I am not able to eat, like it's quality on whether or not it will make you sick or not. But with this, it's more like I don't know if I am able to eat them. Like I'll even be given the opportunity to. Let's save Kupo. Ifa, the ancient tree of life. Oh, those are like... Oh, look at all that mist. There's mist here. So this place really must be the source of the mist. You okay? I'm fine. What was that? That was the seal. It shouldn't hurt you, but are you alright? Yeah, it didn't hurt. Did you say they use the power of an Eidolon to seal this place? Amazing. How do you break it? I'm going to ask the Eidolon to come back. The Summoner's Horn allows us to communicate with Eidolons and wild animals. I'll break the seal now. Watch. Boom, 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 boom. By the light of our spirits, I call upon thee. Answer my call, wherever your soul may be. Oh, is this when we get... Yeah, Ruby. Finished. We can go inside now. Thanks. Was that the spell to break the seal? Nope. All I do is focus my thoughts into my horn. Then why were you... That was just for show. The spell is actually much longer, but the Eidolon asked me to hurry it up. I didn't hear anything. Alright, let's go. So we got a Ruby, which can be equipped to Eiko to learn Carbuncle and Reflect. But, oh, that's a long time. Okay, so my instinct is swap out the Fenrir jewel for the Ruby, because I feel like Reflect is going to be useful in this dungeon. Blizzara. Zombies are weak to fire and restorative magic because they're undead. This thing is so dead. Oh wait, that means I'll be able to use a... Yeah, I'll be able to use a Phoenix Down on the boss, I think. Because I believe the boss is also undead. Soul Cage. I should look that up. What does Soul Cage have to steal? Magician Cloak. Yeah. If it's a 6% chance, there's no way I'm going to farm that. Ooh, what is this thing? Kind of looks like a penis. Definitely looks like a penis. It is a Stroper. Oh no. Wait, who has... Oh yeah, guarded. I have a feeling I need to worry about petrify and whatnot in this dungeon. Also, I think this is the end of Disc 2, if I'm not mistaken. Oh. I don't think I need this. I think I need Undead Killer. And is there... That's Demon, Stone... Level up instead. I think that's good. Give Mochi the letter. A letter from Mogrio? A kid named Vivi came to the Black Mage Village. His eyes were so sad, like he had the weight of the world on his shoulders, Kupo. I wanted to say good luck to him, but I couldn't, Kupo. I'm on your side, Vivi. Sad eyes, weight of the world. Is that very heavy, Kupo? I want mail. Let's go ahead and save. Man, Disc 2 has gone by very, very quickly. I guess Disc 3 is the long one where all the side quests happen. Because what? There's Clara. There's the stuff in Alexandria. There's the Gargant and Fossil Rue, and then there's this Outer Continent stuff, and like that's it for Disc 3. Oh, fuck! It's not what I wanted to do. There we go. And then, like, Disc 3 has so much involved. It's like basically the rest of the game, with the exception of Memoria. Like, Disc 3 has the Desert Palace, Ibsen's Castle, Pandemonium, the shrines. You actually get the blue Narcissus. You get your airship. What's this? Looks old. I wonder who built it. This way. Hey, are you alright? Aren't you guys scared of heights? Gosh, you look so helpless. Why don't you stay here and let us handle the rest? No, I'm going with you guys. Wow, Eiko. Way to be mean about it. I have to. Then don't leave my side, okay? Oh, okay. Thanks. Eiko, do you know anything about this place? Nope, this is my first time inside the Ifa tree. This place looks ancient. Alright then. Zidane, I'll be fine, don't worry. I think he said Cowabunga. Oh, it works. I'm gonna see where it takes me. I'll call you guys over if everything is alright. I'm coming with you. Me too. Me too. Okay, we'll all go. Is this a zombie dragon? Does the Phoenix Down work on enemies? Oh, Draco zombie. Oh, shit. I don't think it'll... Oh, fuck. Is it Dawn's level 25? Oh yeah, Phoenix Down takes it down to 1 HP. So Eiko learned Protect. I want that treasure chest. Oh, maybe this is how I get it. I think it's like underneath. Another Stroper. Yeah, good old Jelly. I don't think I understood how abilities worked when I first played this game. Later playthroughs, I understood it, but first time, went way over my head. Oh, fucking Garnet just tranced. Oh, there it goes. Phoenix Down. High Potion. I wonder why they're giving me those items. Oh, there's another chest. Looks very far away, though. Oh, hey, Draco zombie. There we go. Everything is undead here. Actually, I don't know if the Stroper is. But just about everything else. No! I menued too quickly. Miss? Slap. Okay. Oh, so this thing is definitely not undead. I just have to kill it normally. Now this thing can definitely be resurrected. Oh, Vivi's dead. Hello, Squuna. We're in the Aoife tree, which is the very end of Disc 2. So big things are about to happen. Kind of. We learned that Eiko has a huge crush on Zidane and is trying to convince him to be in love with her. It's not going very well. Eiko thinks that Zidane doesn't catch on, but really Zidane is just, you know, not acknowledging it because Eiko is 6 years old. And it just has one of those little kid crushes, because she's like hasn't seen another human, much less a human of the opposite gender. Everything up there looked withered. This place looks totally different. It's so bright I can't see the bottom. And we're going to the Aoife tree. I forget why. I think there's like an Eidolon sealed here or something. I'm trying to remember the reasoning why we wanted to go. Maybe Kuja was after something, or this might be the source of the mist, or whatever. I guess we should try to get to the bottom of this. Hey Zidane, I found something here. Maybe it'll move like the last one. It didn't go when I got on. You stood on it? Well, why don't we all try getting on? Oh. When I got on, I felt it respond. I guess we're in luck. Huh. It responded when Zidane got on it. I wonder why. Whoa. It sure freaked me out at first, but there's no wind or anything. I guess that glowing powder is stopping the wind somehow. You okay, Dagger? Yes. I wonder where we're going. Yeah, me too. Maybe Mog can tell us something. What do you feel here inside the Aoife tree? Kupo. Kupo? Kupo! Popo! Really? Kupo. Alright, thanks. Kupopo. Well, what's the word? Mog senses a lot of life beneath us. Moogles are fairies, so they sense life everywhere, but Mog says there's a whole lot here. I wonder if agents of Kuja are down there. But what's the connection between Kuja and the mist? Incoming! Okay, this is just regular battle. Ooh, more zombies. I love using healing magic and restorative magic on undead enemies. It's just so satisfying. I think this should kill him. Oh, rip. No? Oh my, oh. Sure. Ba-da-da-da-da. Yeah, so Eiko tried to woo Zidane by making a meal, but she's not a very good cook. But she ended up getting help from Queena, who ended up making the meal fantastic. There's so many strange monsters here in the Aoife tree. Could the mist be causing it? Beats me, the evil forest in Garganru had unique monsters too. But if the mist comes from this tree, how come it only appears on Zidane's continent? I guess there has to be something that channels the mist. Yes, but the question is why? Zidane? What's the matter? Vivi? Yeah, because there was mist that was... Wonder what's the matter with Vivi. Because mist was being compressed to make the black mages, I think. What's wrong, Vivi? You've been lost in thought for a while. Oh, Zidane. I've been thinking about the mist. Do you remember the factory we saw in Dolly? Yes, the factory where the black mages were being made. Huh? Black mages? They look a lot like Vivi. Dagger! Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to... It's okay. I'm not upset anymore about being made and everything. Vivi. Anyway, that factory had a lot of mist inside, right? Oh yeah, there was a huge machine filled with mist. That's right, and there were those strange eggs we saw. There's got to be a connection between the mist, Kuja, and the black mages. I'm so confused. Another one's headed this way. Another regular battle. Yeah, because I think the mist was being... I think the mist is being, like, compressed or what have you to, Yeah, the mist is being compressed to create the black mages. And, yeah. I forget how it ends up coming over to the mist con. Fuck, I got trance already. That's a waste. I forget how the mist ends up getting channeled over to the mist continent. Maybe it has to do with, like, the roots of the Aoife tree or something. Yeah, there's something about that. But I forget why it's all concentrated on the mist continent itself. Hey, I can finally see the bottom. It's so deep. I don't know what's down there, but we'll find out soon. Come with me. Are you gonna make me a helpless little? Are you gonna make a helpless little girl like me go all by herself? Wait, there might be some monsters lurking there. Sorry, Zidane. Mog said he sensed life down here. Do you sense anything? Yeah, but you sense it too, don't you? We don't even need Mog to tell us that there's life down here. You're right, I can tell there's something down here. That is so cool looking. It's like a giant harp. What could this be? It could be a plant, but it also looks like a machine. Machine? What do you mean, machine? Well, it sure doesn't look like any normal tree. Yeah, it's weird enough that the inside of a tree looks like this. I think there's a chest right there. An elixir. Huh. Huh. Yeah, the game is telling you, like, hey, we're gonna give you these items. Maybe you want to use them. You can see some sparkling water down below. It's really pretty. Maybe the mist comes from that water down there. So if the Aoife tree is the source of the mist, Mog is a little scared. So that sparkling water is a living thing? It's so pretty. Hey, Zidane, come watch it with me. All right. Really? Okay, come here. But I can see it fine from here. No, it has to be romantic. Eiko, you're not watching the sparkle, are you? I was watching the sparkle reflected in your eyes, the dawn. Is this what I've been putting Dagger through? I better go easy on her from now on. Let's go talk to Dagger. It looks like it's been here for ages. 100, 200 years or more. What could that sparkle be? I'll watch the water with you again. Is it moving? Just my imagination. So much for Kuja. None of his lackeys are here either. Or maybe we have to go down there. I definitely sense something down there. Zidane! What's up? Mog's saying something's coming from above. From above? Dagger, come here now! Ah! Dagger! I forgot that it came from above. Are you alright? I'm sorry, I was just startled. Is something wrong? Over there! It's them. We better go too. Can you stand? Yes, let's go. Boss time. Look, the wall is moving. Well, that's kind of freaky. You're right, it's like it's alive. Eiko, Vivi. Zidane, the wall's shaking faster. It's here. Oh, that was a thing. What was that? There we go. So it wasn't Kuja. Huh? What's going on? I can hear a voice inside my head. You just said Kuja. Where is he? I do not know. What are you doing here? Are you the one who makes the mist? It is not produced. Mist is a byproduct of the refining process. It is discharged through the roots. Discharged? So it's sent to other continents through the roots, right? But why? Why would you do that? I contaminate the other continents with mist to stimulate the fighting instinct. This in turn leads to war among the leaders of nations, and then to the fall of civilization. Kuja merely puts the byproduct to a different use. A different use? What is Kuja trying to do? I cannot lie. Kuja used the waste product to make weapons. Weapons like yourself. He's really ticking me off. Can I kill him? Wait, Eiko. What kind of weapons did Kuja make? Kuja called them black mages, dark spawn of the mist. So the factoring dolly was really defeat me and no more mist will flow, and then no more weapons like this puppet here will be made. Answer me, puppet. Do you deny your very birth? Why you? No more, Vivi. I won't let you make any more instruments of murder. Way to go, Vivi. I know it must be hard for you. We can knock off this rat now, right? Alright, let's bust him up. Who knows, it might even lure Kuja here. I have seen the end of my 1,000-year life, and it is not now. You cannot stop me. It is futile even to try. Let's go. The source of the mist. It's a byproduct of the refining process. I wonder what he means by refining process. Oh, Dagger goes first. White magic. Life. And fight over. So it's dead. So everything in here is dead. I got an elixir and a phoenix pinion. Uh-oh, let's get out of here. FMV time? FMV time? Yeah. And the mist dissipates. Set to classical music. Oh, so nice and peaceful. There's Alexandria. And there's no more mist. Don't know how their airships are going to work. It's gonna totally fuck up that economy. Because if the airships run on mist and there's no more mist, what are they gonna do? Wow, the air's so clear. The Aoife tree looks so pretty now. Will this clear up your mist continent? I think so. Now let's see if Kuja shows up. Vivi? Zidane? Did I do the right thing? It said that black mages are made from mist, right? When I thought about how other black mages were being made for war, I didn't want that to happen, no matter what. Oh, he's crying. Now there'll be no new black mages. I think they'll all hate me. No way. Listen to me. You should never lie to yourself. After all, your brothers wouldn't want you to do that. Do you really think so? Do you think they'll understand? Of course, they're your brothers. It'll be alright. Huh? What is it, Mog? Moko? Eiko! What's the matter? Why'd you come all this way? No way. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, I'll go on ahead and tell the others. You guys are going to wait here for Kuja, right? I gotta go back to the village. Wait, Eiko, what's up? Someone stole something precious from the village. Zidane! We'll go with you, Eiko. Thanks, but what about Kuja? Madain Suri isn't that far. He can wait. Wait, I thought that was the end of the disc. I was incorrect. Oh no. I'm slipping. Oh, right, there's another thing. Right, I forgot. There's another section. There's one more section. I knew it ended at the Aoife tree, but it ends when I go back to the Aoife tree. Bum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum. I think it's this way. Which it makes sense. Makes sense that there's blue magic in the Aoife tree as the next thing, because so there is blue magic in the Aoife tree that I can get really soon, but I couldn't have a queen in my party, so it doesn't make sense that I'd be able to get it soon. So this all makes sense. Let's just kill all these things. Yeah, like, Garnet's history is kind of interesting, and Eiko's kind of funny, but I feel like the emotional core of this game is on Vivi, and that's like Vivi and Zidane have the interesting plots, and like the interesting character arcs. I guess their arcs are kind of related, with Zidane trying to find home, trying to find like a place to exist and be, and Vivi just trying to figure out life. Like, Eiko's trying to, like... Eiko has, like, the maturing arc and whatever. And then Garnet is becoming worldly and trying to learn about, like, her duty versus what's not her duty. And seeing how, like, people work. But it's like Zidane and Vivi, man, that carried the game. Wait, I missed? How did I miss? Okay, Vivi. Give it to him. Okay, one down. What about a second? Can we get a second? Yeah. So let's tent and then save. Let's save Kupo. I'm home. I'm home. Oh, and here come the Moogles. Moko told me the news. Are you alright? Come now. Talk later, Kupo. Kupo. Hey, Eiko? We'd better follow her. Okay, where'd she go? Did she go home? I can't believe it. I'm so angry at myself, Kupo. Kupo. I was fishing all day and then I fell asleep. Oh, this is so terrible. Someone stole this village's most precious stone. I saw someone with a weapon shaped like a big axe, Kupo. What's going on, Eiko? It's... The precious stone that has been passed down in this village for generations is gone. My grandparents said... They said that we should take care of it because it's a symbol of the summoner's heritage. Well, how about crying for a change? It'll help. I'm not gonna cry. I'm a grown-up now, and crying won't help one bit. Alright, how about we start looking for clues? I'll help too. Is it my fault? Is it cause I broke my promise and opened the Aoife tree seal? Everyone was watching over the stone. Eiko? It just happened that way. It wasn't your fault. Besides, we're the ones who made you open the seal. You understand that, right? The real villain is the thief who stole it. So let's look for some clues and get that stone back, okay? Okay. I wasn't going to cry, you know. After all, I'm a grown-up. We know, Eiko. But if you feel like crying, just cry. Aw. I'm gonna go pray to my grandparents. I'll be right back. Oh, that's a bad idea. If you need to, you can cry too, Dagger. My shoulder's always available. Yeah, thanks. What about you, Zidane? What do you do when you need to cry? Oh, I get real clingy when I'm sad. Cut it out. Hey, I was serious. I heard a scream. It sounded like Eiko. Damn it, the thief was still here. Zidane, I saw her. It's that girl from Fossil Rue. She took Eiko. They went to the Eidolon wall. Let's go. Well, first I need to steal all your shit. Fuck. First I need to steal all her shit. Ooh, mug. What does mug do? Damages enemy when you steal. Ooh. I'm gonna take off Undead and put on Bandit. There we go. Can I learn anything else? Ooh, Sapphire can do High Tide. And then, what is that? Body Temp, don't really need that. Body Temp, don't really need that. But I do want High Tide. Oh, that's 8? Okay, maybe not. What should I do, Koopa? What should I do, Koopa? What should I do, Koopa? What should I do? Another hornless human. She's better not be in league with you. Save Eiko, Koopa. Look what happened to Eiko. The ancestors will be displeased. Tell us if there's anything we can do for you, Koopa. Heal us. Peek inside. Does Amaranth have anything? I think we fight him, right? Villains. Oh, there it is. Scarlet hair. That's what it is. What does he have? Poison knuckles. Huh. Okay. This is no way to treat a lady. What's with this wing ornament on your back? It makes you so easy to pick up. My grandpa gave it to me. Get your grubby hands off it. Oh, shut up. Just be still until he gets here. Oh, there we go. I found a treasure, Koopa. Use it for Eiko, Koopa. Exploda? Okay, I already have Exploda. Tell us if there's anything we can do for you. Where's Mog? Was Mog captured too? Nope, Mog is right here behind me. Koopa. Mog, I need your help to save Eiko. Koopa? I got an idea. It's all right. You won't be in any danger. Koopa. It's no use. Mog has always been a coward. Yeah, well, we gotta do something. Go save her. Alright, let's go. Well, so there's my good Sir Knight. What have you done to Eiko? She was too rambunctious, so I put her asleep with a sleeping weed. Sleeping weed, eh? Then she's probably sleeping well. If it's my pendant you're after, then leave the others out of it. No can do. This is way too convenient to pass up. Hand over the pendant and I'll hand over the girl. Capiche? What happened to the pendant that you always have on? I have it. Oh, you really are a good knight. Now cough it up already. First, tell me something. Was it you who stole a village stone? Queen Braun is after the royal pendant. I found another jewel just like it in this village. I'm glad I came all this way looking for it. Now hand it over. If only Eiko was conscious. Hold on. You're plotting something, aren't you? Stay right there. You, Black Mage. Huh? Me? Bring me the pendant. Remember, do as I say if you value this brat's life. Zidane. Do it, Vivi. Oh, okay. Hold it. Ah! I don't know who you are, but thanks. Yeah. Yo, can you stand? Huh? What's going on? Where's that old hag? Oh, that's it. Who are you calling a hag? You! So the tables turn. Now hand over the jewel you stole. What are you trying to do, Red? I thought you were supposed to be the #1 bandit. I've seen him before. He's the one with wanted posters all over Treno. I'm not here to help. I just want it to be fair. What are you talking about? Leave the jewel and get out of here. What? We're partners on this job. I don't work with hostage-taking scumbags. Now get lost. Or would you rather fight me? Mark my words. I'll collect the bounty on you someday. Now fight me. Just a second. What's going on? I told you, I'm not here to help. I just want to level the playing field. Fair enough. Let's do it. Zidane! It's okay. I was just looking for more ways to impress you. Ugh. There we go. Got the poison knuckles. Now I'm good. Ah, fuck. Can't you predict when I'll attack? Here I go. I think I'm gonna win this. Actually, high potion. 500, 450. So if he attacks me once more, I think I go into trance. Yeah. Okay, so that's good. I didn't want to there. Oh, miss. Nope, not quite in trance. Dang, how long does it take to get that tiny bit of trance gauge up? I think next attack will probably do it. All high potion. Just for safety. So, mainly, so I know I won't die, but I high potion because I want to be prepared so I don't waste any of my trance. Even though I think my trance will probably be overkill. There we go. Fuck. I'll use an elixir. Why not? Feels weird to be using an elixir this early in the game. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Here I go. Solution 9. Uses like 3x the MP, but only does 2x the damage. Yeah! That's trance for ya. I lost? Go on, finish me. Can you stand? Give back what you stole. Eiko, I got it back. Now, finish me. You want to die that bad? I just spared your life. So you want to banish me then? You can go if you want. I won't follow you. Aha, trying to trick me, eh? Trick you? I tried to kill you. Why are you letting me go? The fight's over and we're both still alive. Good enough, right? We got back what was stolen from us after all. Listen to you. I lost to some spineless thief. The sly eagle doesn't kill at whim. And he's off. Keep that in a safe place. I will, thanks, Adon. Well, you're not going to leave me alone after what just happened, are you? Huh? I'm going. Shall we? I wonder if Eiko is leaving. Thanks for saving Eiko. I'll rest. Kupo. She's been quiet the whole time. Zidane, let me ask you something. My grandfather told me not to leave this village until my 16th birthday, but I want to go with you guys. I really do. Do you think it's okay if I leave the village? I'll agree if that's what you want. Eiko, come with us. Forget what your grandpa said. It doesn't matter what I say. You've already made up your mind. Don't you have something to say to her, Vivi? Huh? Remember what you taught me at the Ifa tree? You said I shouldn't ever lie to myself. I'll try to be more honest with my own feelings. You should too, Eiko. I forgot my own advice, Vivi. Thanks. I'll wear the jewel as an earring. It'll be okay then, right, Zidane? Received memory earring. Eiko? I think Mog wants to talk to you. Kupo. Kupo! What? You think I'm mad at you? I'm furious. You went off without me again. You promised me you wouldn't. What would you do if you went off and got into trouble? Kupo. Oh well, thank goodness we're both alright. You're always nice to Mog, aren't you, Eiko? Well, yeah, we're best friends after all. We were born on the same day, and we have always been together. This is our friendship ribbon. Mog gave it to me. Mog, do you have the ribbon I gave you? Kupo. This is the one I gave to Mog. It's too big for her now, but once we're both sophisticated ladies, we'll wear them together. Kupo. Maybe then, Zidane, you'll dance with me? Zidane? I didn't know Mog was a girl. I didn't know either. Disc 2, yes. Hello, Brett. We are approaching the end of Disc 2, actually. I wonder where Dagger went. Yeah. Very close to Disc 3, where, like, I feel like I can hear a song. Dagger? Disc 3 is probably the longest. From down there. Dagger, you there? It's a dawn. So Eiko is 6 years old, and Zidane is like the first uh adult male she's seen that she isn't related to, and the first adult male she's seen in probably years. So she instantly was like, "Oh my gosh, what is this?" Um, and then Dagger and Zidane have like a romance out the entire game, but that's actually it. It's okay, keep singing, because it's our song, right? I'm surprised you found this place. You got the talent to be a bandit. How about you and me team up? We'll call ourselves the Betrothed. My talent's up to snuff, but that name isn't. Oh, shot down. You're really something these days. If I am, I must have gotten it from you. Aw. Nah, it's all because you made the effort to learn. No, it's because you stuck with me. Without you, I couldn't have made it to Lindblum, much less seen a whole new continent. Everything I tried to do on my own was a total failure. I couldn't stop my mother. At times I almost lost hope. You helped me so much. Not just you either. Yeah, Vivi and Eiko helped out the Aoife tree. Quino was real helpful when we left the continent. Freya, Steiner, and even Beatrix, who I thought was our enemy. I haven't forgotten. I want to believe everyone is alright, but sometimes I just can't. I hope I can live up to the hopes of everyone who has helped me. You don't have to feel so responsible, Dagger. But I do! Nobody wants you to feel that way. They didn't do it all for you either. Each was following their own path. Their own path? Well, what about you? Huh? Why did you come with me? Hey, that's Ibsen's line. Ibsen? Who's that? Ibsen is a character from a play, but he's a real-life adventurer. I think the play is based on his adventures. It kind of goes like this. Ibsen and his good friend Colin worked at a tavern in Treno. One day, Ibsen got a letter. The letter was so wet from rain that most of the writing was illegible. The only part he could read said, "Come back home." Nowadays we have airships and stuff, but back then it was really hard to travel. He didn't know why he had to go back, but he got some time off, gathered his things, and set out on his journey home. He walked 1,000 leagues through the mist. Sometimes he was attacked by vicious monsters, but he made it back because his friend Colin was by his side. After much time on the road, he had to ask Colin something. Why did you come with me? And what was Colin's answer? Only because I wanted to go with you. Oh. Yeah, he really likes telling stories. I mean, he is part of a, he's extremely well read. Like, he's part of a theater troupe. Zidane, Dagger? Can't you hear the song? Huh? Yeah, it's that song. How come? Who's singing it? The sunset makes the Eidolon wall look like it's on fire. I've seen this somewhere before. What? Where? Yeah, this is like half of the disk space. The reason that these games take up so many disks is because of all of these pre-rendered cutscenes. Dagger, Dagger, wake up! Like, this disc, I think is about 8 hours long. But there's so much. But the FMV takes up so much. Where's Vivi? He's sleeping. I don't want to wake him up. Well, I have no memory of my early childhood. I never really thought about it. Besides, nobody ever told me. I was raised in Alexandria, but only from the age of 6 or so. 6? So, where were you until then? Until then? Until I turned 6? I must have been here, in Medain Suri. So, she was in Alexandria when she was 6, and she's 16 now, so that's 10 years. And Medain Suri was destroyed about 10 years ago. And there is that memory of her fleeing. I still can't remember everything. Some things are like they're shrouded in fog. But I do remember one thing. About 10 years ago, an unbelievably huge hurricane hit this village. That's as far as I remember. That day, I was with my true mother on a little boat, far from the village. There's a cove behind Eiko's house, right? The boat I was on was just like the one there. It all came back to me when I heard that song on the boat. That song is from Medain Suri. That's why nobody else knows it. La la la. La 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 la. How did you get to Alexandria? How come you got to be a princess? How come you don't have a summoner's horn? I don't know. But maybe Dr. Tot can tell me. About the lady who protected me from the storm as the boat lurched about in the waves. My biological mother, who died on that boat. The woman she thought was her mother became someone else, and her true mother was already dead. Dagger has lost 2 mothers. Yeah, realizing you lost your bio mom and your adoptive mom went, I'll say, crazy. I used to pray every day here at the Eidolon Wall. You too? You pray here too, Eiko? I'm so happy I remembered. Dagger, welcome home. So glad to be back. That's Adamos, Fenrir, I think Bahamut, I think Ifrit, and then I think that's probably Phoenix. Ha ha ha. What? I just realized I'm not alone anymore. Yup, I made up my mind. Zidane, Dagger, I'm going with you. I'll be breaking my promise to my grandpa, but I want to go. Besides, Grandpa always told me to be honest with myself. I don't know what the future holds, but I want to finish what I came here for. So do I. Let's all go together. Come on, Dagger, let's go pray together. Alright. Oh, and there's Alexander. I still don't know what I should do. By the time we defeat Kuja and return to Alexandria. Grandpa, I'll be back soon. Oh, you're coming with us? Hey, why the long face? Oh, nothing. My face is always like this. Aw. Mog's coming too. Mog! Kubo! 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 Lady Eiko, now don't forget that you'll always have a home in Medain Suri. Don't let our memory become a burden. You must always be lighthearted and free. Thoughts of the Eidolon Wall will always lift your heart. Ooh. What now? You want some more, eh? The victor lives, the defeated die. You know the rules. Your actions yesterday were incomprehensible to me. Tell me, why didn't you kill me? Well, that's a tough question. Are you really that unhappy that I let you live? I'd rather die as a warrior than live as a beggar. This is like some Final Fantasy VIII music. Like, come with me. Zidane, what? What are you after? Follow me and maybe you'll understand. Besides, you're pretty good in a fight. We could use someone like you. We're hunting a man down. His only constant is his unpredictability. Huh? You say something? Very well. I'll find out what makes you so strong. What's your name? Call me what you will. Lonnie called you Red, right? Amarant. Some call me the Flaming Amarant. Fine, we'll call you Amarant. New party member, get! The more the merrier. Let's decide our marching order. Do I want a physical attacker? I think I'm pretty set with this as is. Yeah. Alright, we'll do fine. Just follow me. Sucks to be you, Amaranth. Next stop, the Aoife tree. Oops, I want to go this way. Okay, now I remember the end of now I remember what the end of Disc 2 is. It some stuff came to mind. So I checked out a walkthrough. I love the bad guy instant flip to party member trope. Yeah, so we met him earlier on this disc, and then he was like hunting us down, and then we fought him. Or rather, he like challenged us, and then we won, and now we are, yeah, and now we're traveling with him. I was about to go and change the party. Nope. I was about to go back and change the party order to put Amarin in. Now we're besties. Yeah, man. You beat someone in a fight, and then they'll travel with you. Wait, that's not how you get your friends? You know, maybe that's why I struggle. Because the only way I know to get friends is to beat them in fights. Then be like, hey, want to join me? You know, yeah, I think so. Still a little bruised from that day. Giant fist. And then this thing gets solo summoned. Wait, why are we going back to the Aoife tree? Did you ever play Crisis Core? I did play Crisis Core. I played it when it first came out, and I planned on getting 100, and I got all the way to the very end, but I didn't beat the final boss. Like, I did almost the entirety of the final dungeon, except for the final boss. And I stopped playing. I didn't touch it until the pandemic, so that's like, I didn't touch it for 13 years. And then I'm like, oh hey, I may as well finish this. And then I finished it in like 15 minutes. And I mean, I already knew the ending because I played Final Fantasy VII, and I had looked up the ending to just see what it is, and it's what I thought it would be. Just tapped it across the finish line. Yeah, so what I did is I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and 100% the game. I'm gonna go and I'm going to do all of the little missions that they gave you to do. All of them. Because that's how you play video games. And I ended up not doing that, and I think other things came out. When did that game come out in March of 2008? Yeah, March 25th, 2008. What game came out? I forget what game came out in like Eiko, you should heal yourself. Actually, I should just tent. But yeah, Crisis Core is very okay. It's not amazing. It's not bad. It's very okay. As I've gotten older, and like I've thought about what like the way it writes its characters, I'm not a big fan of. I mean, I guess it's kind of what compilation Final Fantasy VII did. Oh, all the story was lost on you. Yeah, dude, that is just like that game is fan service, and I think it's like kind of bad fan service. There's still a little missed, but at least there's no more coming out. That yeah, so like it totally rewrites Cloud's character arc in a way that I think kind of defeats the whole purpose of his whole character arc through Final Fantasy VII. I think it also kind of screws with Sephiroth's character arc as well, and what he represents and what he is. I think it messes that whole thing up on top of it. And like, I get why they made it. I get why they did the compilation of Final Fantasy VII. But like, Zack is a character who exists in the game in the original Final Fantasy VII for like 10 minutes. He's like a set dressing character. He exists as someone that doesn't mess up things because it gives them a solid backstory. I think it messes up their backstory. So with Sephiroth, it makes Sephiroth too godlike too early. I think it also screws up with things by making it so Sephiroth is not like one of the original people, or that there are other people similar to Sephiroth who have gone kind of wild and kind of crazy. And it makes Sephiroth more than just, oh, he's just a really good soldier. Like, because the entire Sephiroth's entire arc was he's just an extremely, to everyone else except for like Hojo and whatever, he's just an extremely good soldier. He's just like the best soldier that they have ever had, ever. And he's not like, he doesn't appear superhuman. He's just really, really, really damn good. But Crisis Core kind of makes him superhuman in the anime sense. And then with Cloud, it makes it so. I mean, do you mind spoilers for Final Fantasy VII? Like, I can go in on this. But Cloud's arc in Final Fantasy VII is he starts off as being extremely, having no self-worth and having no self-confidence, but exuding this air of fake confidence to try to protect him from himself, and to make other people try to like and respect him. And what he does is through basically he twists his own mind in a way where he honestly believes that everything Zack did, he did. And now, is it that he's doing it on purpose, or if it's like a subconscious thing? It's kind of intermixed, but he's like, he is pretending to have this awesome backstory, and he's like lying to others and to himself about these cool things he did and like how awesome he is and all this other stuff. But it's all fake. It's all fake. And he's doing it as a way to hide from himself. And his arc is him learning to accept himself for himself, and to accept like what he has done, and to not try to live in other people's shadow, or accept that it's okay that he didn't live up to the boastful brags he tried to do, you know, and that it's okay to just be this like kind of average person who's like, I guess not super average. But no, Crisis Core subverts that by having Zack try to instill Cloud as his quote unquote living legacy, and basically telling Cloud to be like, oh, like live on for me and like carry on like my legacy or whatever, which then to this Cloud in a very messed up and strange state is like, oh, that means to live as you and to follow through and like adopt your memories. And so I think that messes up that whole character arc personally. But anyway, that's a whole thing. That's my issue. Those are my issues with Crisis Core. And yeah, the slot machine system is strange. Yeah, it's definitely a weird thing. Yeah, they had to write some fan fiction somewhere, or some official fan fiction somewhere. But like, yeah, I recommend playing the original Final Fantasy VII, or yeah, original Final Fantasy VII is very good. Final Fantasy VII Remake is the remake is not an adjective. The remake is a verb. And it's actually a sequel to Final Fantasy VII. I recommend playing the original in order to get some good context, but 7 Remake is also very good, even though it's only part of the game. Anyway, there's still a little mist, but at least there's no more coming out. That must mean Kuja isn't here yet. What happened to the mist? We beat the beast that breathes it. So much for the mist continent. No more mist. They must possess incredible power to accomplish such a feat. So Final Fantasy VII Remake adapts the first 5 hours of Final Fantasy VII. It adapts the Midgar section, which is the first 5 hours of the game. No, so like it adapts it, but it like is Final Fantasy VII Remake is it's a remake, but it's also a sequel and a meta commentary on Final Fantasy VII and the culture surrounding Final Fantasy VII and the significance of Final Fantasy VII. And people are it's kind of divisive, but I think what it does is really cool. It's like a strict retelling, but also not. It also adjusts things in ways that are really cool. And it sounds like the future the second and third installments in the trilogy are going to be more different. They must possess incredible powers to accomplish such a feat. Zidane, there's a silver dragon. It's him! He flew from the ruins of Burmecia riding a silver dragon. It's Kuja, all right, and he's riding that dragon. Oh, how I've longed for this day. The day I might finally cast away this mask and reveal my true self. Now it no longer matters if the Aoife tree is liberated. It means nothing to me. Mwahaha, the tree is so beautiful. Its beauty becomes the great mother tree that lives among the stars. Silver dragon, let us watch the drama unfold from the trunk of Aoife. No one shall interrupt us there. Oh yeah, so like, who do I want to take with me to fight Kuja? Keep current members. Yeah, so we're getting Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. We're getting Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I think end of next year. And that will be April 2020 to like November or maybe like January, like December 2023 or January 2024. So that's like a 4-year gap. That's probably the cadence we're going to be seeing for all of them. If I had to guess. Games take about 3 to 4 years. Kuja sounds like an insult. Yeah. Also, I don't know if you watch ProZD's skits, but the music he uses for his like Lysanderoth character or whatever is Kuja's music because it's so obviously villainous. Like, listen to this. Yeah, it's really good. You know, I probably should, I should have put Amarant in my party, because he will need the levels. And abilities. That is very true. Yes, all villains get really cool music. Also, I have so much gil. Time to plan it out then, I guess. Yeah, just have Daniel write your villain music. There we go. The giant penis is dead. Level up, and I got another Peridot. We'll pass the trunk if we go any farther. Oh, and there's Amarant. That Parallax. Kuja went down that trunk. Say, Zidane, how are we going to get up there? Can't we climb there? Not me. Me neither. I don't think I can either. We came all this way, now what? What's the problem? You should just go by yourself. We gotta go face Kuja together. How did this wimp end up beating me? Whoa, hey. Hey, Amarant, watch where you're walking. He hesitates, and you almost not... You best remember that. Well, I prefer my way or the highway. Whatever. Like you actually have a plan. Oh yeah, smarty pants? Don't forget, you're the one that lost to Zidane. Shut up, brat. A plan, huh? That's right, Amarant. You owe me one. Remember? It's payback time. Shoot. There's some Gargan grass around here, so Gargan can't be far. I want you to catch one for me. Then we can all get on and ride it to the top. Why should I do all that when I could just take the kids up myself? Huh? How'd I ever let this dimwit beat me? Hey. Whoa. He sure has spirit. Alright, Dagger, I'll just carry you piggyback. Hey. Huh? Hey, Zidane, wait just a... I don't think I would trust Zidane, but you know, whatever. The weak lose their freedom to the strong. Such is the way of the strong, and it is the providence of nature that only the strong survive. That is why I needed strength. I learned of powers that would daunt even him over 10 years ago. Such a long time. Now my forces are ready to strike. Ah, the suspense is terrible. So they've come this far, have they? Perfect. I'll warm up on them until the elephant lady shows up. Zidane kinda, he does have a, like, what appears to be a monkey tail. Thanks, Amarant. Now we're even. Show me what you guys can do. There's Kuja. Okay. Let's swap Dagger. Beast Killer is probably good. Stone Killer, Bird Killer, Jelly. I think I want Jelly. Defense drops by like 30%. That's not good. Level up and body temp versus alert and HP plus 10%. I think level up would be good. And now let's do abilities. Level up. Where was Jelly? It was here, right? It's fine. I'll do that. Okay. Do you need to level everyone, or can you just make a party? So I think abilities don't. I think level, like experience will transfer, but I think levels won't. Ooh, ability up. Yes, that's good. And Insomniac, and then... Ooh, Lamia's Flute. Okay. That's good. I don't think there's anything for Zidane to learn. Ooh, what is that? High Tide. High Tide could be useful. Yeah, why not? And then the rest, I think I've already gone through. Yeah. Ooh, the Gladius. Ooh, Annoy. Yeah, I think there are only 8. So that's all but one. Okay, I think I'm ready. I never XP but not, or I mean, yeah, I think, so XP transfers, but AP does not. So you'll level up, but you won't learn abilities. Kuja, maker of black mages. Any enemy of Zidane is an enemy of mine. Okay, let's go. Sorry, Dagger, you don't get to be here this time. You are Kuja, correct? My name is... Princess Garnet to Alexandros. I wished to ask you something. Was it really you who persuaded my mother to start the war? The war that threw the entire Mist-Continent into chaos? And you made everyone, the Black Mages, into instruments of war? Oh dear, the princess has such a bloodthirsty little puppet. I don't have the power to do such a thing. I just gave them a little recipe. Begin with broth of mist, add fermented souls and boil. Then pour genuine black magic into a mixing bowl and heat to— Stop it! I'm not done telling how to make soulless toys out of the dregs of souls. Dregs of souls? You mean mist? First you don't want to listen, now you start asking questions. Oh brother, but you're not ready yet. Why you? Don't you feel anything taking the lives of so many? Spare me the lecture. Lives come and go all the time. What's the big deal? Speaking of warmongers, why, what about that mother of yours, princess? She said she won't feel alive until she has everything. It breaks my heart to see such greed. The war was my fault? No, no, your mother wanted it. All I did was give her a little push. Liar, my mother was sweet and kind. You changed her. So the curtain rises. Perfect, my canary. Let me show you the truth about your mother. First act, the end of the ugly desire. It's showtime. Kuja is wonderful. Oh hey, it's the Queen's army. They have made their way to the outer continent to conquer. Wahaha, Kuja, so you finally decided to show your girly face here. You're all that stands between me and total domination. Hehehe, I haven't forgotten all you've done for me. In return, I will show you the ultimate power. Attention all hands, order the Black Mages focus all their magical energies into a single spell. Lay suppressing fire upon Kuja until the casting is finished. Fire! Fire at will! Kuja is such a little Kuja. You know, he really is. Orders from Her Majesty. Black Mages focus all your magical energy into a single spell. I can't believe it. Your mother isn't satisfied with just one continent. Her ugliness and stupidity are truly impressive. Ah, everything is proceeding as I have foreseen. What are you talking about? You're just the opening number. Time for the real show. We won't let you get away. The mist may have created no more, but still lurks in caverns and forests, right? Huh? I can make monsters with magic. Come forth, spawn of the mist. Now I remember how Disc 2 ends. These things are so cool, Mistodons. What does... Oh, it makes us sleep. Death. They're undead, which means we get to kill them in 1 or 2 actions. Phoenix down takes them to 1 HP. And then you go for the kill. So, 2 of your enemies are duking it out. Why not just leave them and finish off the winner? My money's on Kuja. That's a very good point, Amaranth. Ha ha ha, foolish Brawn. Your prize cannons are useless against the spawn of the mist. Oh ha ha ha. But even a fool like you knows that there is only one path you can take, right? Stupid elephant lady, why do you hesitate? Very well, I will make the first move. I'll give you a clean target. You can't miss. Silver Dragon, descend! Amaranth's right. Let's split before we get dragged in. No, I can't. I can't let anything happen to my mother. Dagger? Zidane, I have to save her. Dagger, she extracted Eidolons from you and started a war. I still don't want her to die, but she didn't care one bit whether you lived or died. You don't have to call her mother anymore. She's my only mother. I don't care if you don't understand. Eiko, you said that there was an Eidolon in prison near here, right? Yeah? Please, tell me where. It's a long way down. You see the place with lots of roots? That's it. There, I see it. Dagger, don't go alone! More Mistodons? Yeah. So they're starting to imply that mist is a byproduct. So it's a byproduct, and it's like of souls. And the thing inside the Aoife tree mentioned that mist is a byproduct. So I think what's happening is the souls are going to the Aoife tree, and they're doing something to the souls, and they're spitting out mist. This is turning into quite a show. Anyone can get emotional at a time like this. Give her a break. So Dawn, let's go. Dagger's in danger all by herself. Yeah, let's go after her. But why does Kuja know so much? Yeah, miss TM. Yeah, so this is easy. I think I just fight a bunch of Mistodons, so we're just gonna kill them one by one like this. Yeah, this is when they're like introducing a bunch of questions. And it's like lore building, like what is actually happening on the grander scale. Like we had this really tight plot for Disc 1 and like the beginning of Disc 2. And now it's expanding and getting more global in scale and more grand. I'm just gonna run down this tree trunk. Eventually something will come and chase me. Got a set for Disc 3, I know, and Disc 3 starts off with a bang. And then there's kind of a lull for a while. And then it kind of picks up near the end. Yeah, like, Disc 3, the Disc 3's beginning is probably one of the most memorable things from the entire game. Yeah, thanks for streaming, and don't worry, I am not going to start Disc 3. I'm going to finish Disc 2 and leave it at that. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. I am going to go ahead and finish off Disc 2, and then I will also be heading to bed as well. I should get this out of the way with these easy ones. Let's do jelly. Yeah, thanks for coming around, as always. Oh, it's Leviathan. I sense the Eidolon's power. Now I can save my mother. Please help me. Leviathan. Received aquamarine. No! I can't save my mother with this Eidolon. Tiger, what's wrong? Can't you free it? No, I have it. I sense it's a great Eidolon, but I don't believe it. This is the legendary sea serpent Leviathan. Leviathan? An Eidolon who wipes out its enemies with huge tidal waves. I'm sorry, Dagger. No, it's not your fault, but my mother's still in danger. Isn't Her Majesty ready? All remaining ammunition was spent on that last wave of monsters. The next wave will chew us up unless we pull out now. That is not our decision. Get back to your post, soldier. Oh, he's really charged up. That's a, that's like a type 3 Black Mage. Your Majesty, the Black Mages have completed their preparations. That insolent whelp. Now I can finish him off. Come. Draconic Seedling. Bahamut, King of Dragons. Oh, and there's Kuja. Oh, look at that pretty face. And there's Bahamut. Oh, he's bleeding. It really is powerful. It made Kuja bleed. I've heard the stories, but I've never thought summoning could be so powerful. If Zidane is after their power, I better watch out. Wow, now we can win, and Mother won't have to die. Eiko, don't you think? What's wrong? Mog, she's terrified. How come? Don't you know? That's the last Eidolon, Bahamut, the Dragon King. He'll win for sure. blood? Excellent, Bahamut. Power, mobility, you are truly the best. You even hurt me. A little. And you, Braun, your tragic role in this drama now comes to an end. I'm sure you'll enjoy the second act from your soul's hellish prison, since the stage will be your former home. The final act will take us away from Gaia, and I will kill my nemesis with my own hand. Hahaha, everything is going according to plan. Gaia is the name of the planet, as given to it by the Summoner Village. Ooh, that is the eye in the sky that Dagger saw in her visions. Oh. And it looks like it just took command. Whatever that did, it made Bahamut change allegiances. Kuja looks rather pleased. I don't know why Bahamut attacked the one who summoned him, but we found Queen Braun on the beach next to her escape pod. She could hardly move. I thought she'd come to a stop any second. I hate Kuja a lot, but I hate Braun a lot too. So much that I wanted this to happen to her. I should be happy, but once I saw Dagger start to cry, I didn't know how I should feel. I kinda wanted to cry too. I can hear my daughter's voice. Yes, Mother, I'm here, right here. I'm empty now. Free of that terrible greed. Mother, I haven't felt this way since I saw that play with you and your father. I led Alexandria down the path of ruin. The people will be happier with you on the throne. We went back to Alexandria on Queen Braun's escape pod. We also brought Dagger's mother with us. So there, Zidane split Braun from Dagger's mother as like two separate entities. This way, princess. Steiner, Beatrix. How horrible that her life had to end this way. I still can't believe it, Eve, all that has happened. Princess, it was my fault. Thank you, both of you. I must now carry the burden of ruling Alexandria alone. Will both of you please help me during this, my time of need? Yes, princess, certainly. Thank you. Princess, here is a wreath of roses, your mother's favorite. The townspeople sent it as an offering for the queen's grave. True, Queen Braun had been acting quite erratic before her death, but the people are still very fond of her, as you can see. Mother, I shall become a great queen. saving the game. And this is start of disc 3. And that's what I'm going to call it. The end of disc 2. So the queen is dead. Kuja has the power to apparently take control of Eidolons as he wishes. There's no more mist, and yeah, the previous antagonist is now gone, and now Kuja takes center stage. Thanks for tuning in, whether you're watching this live or catching the VOD. Next time, we will begin Disc 3, which is a pretty explosive section. Has some pretty cool stuff happen in it. So I'm excited to get to that. It has some of the most memorable scenes from the game, and so I am excited to get around, and I hope you all enjoy. Take care, everyone.